hopefully.
So we'll see, my phone doesn't.
Check us out. Welcome to the Dutch Way of Life, my friend. Sunday afternoon, live from the Netherlands. We are in the city of Drachten today, in the northern province of Friesland. I'm hoping that we're live, so if you can hear me alright and you can see me alright, wherever you are in the world, then comment just below the video, say hi, and let us know where you're tuning in from, what the weather's like with you guys, because we are going for a virtual adventure today in the city of Drachten. You could say that the city of Drachten in a way is like the underdog of Friesland, not to devalue it in any way, but it's not one of the 11 cities of Friesland. It doesn't actually have city rights, and apparently the other cities in Friesland make fun of Drachten a little bit for not having city rights. They still call it a village. So we're going to find out.
It's definitely bigger than a village.
Is it a city or is it a village? We're in Drachten today, and if you're joining us, then welcome to the Dutch Way of Life, my friend. Fantastic. So, most people often ask before we start the tours deli, what's the weather like, what's the temperature like and stuff. So, give us a lowdown here in Drachten today in Friesland.
It's about 26 degrees, mostly sunny, some clouds in the sky, nice and warm breeze. Yeah, that's where we're at, weather-wise.
Lovely day, eh?
That's today's weather podcast.
And we're here in Drachten basically because of two of our Explorer Club members, right?
Two Explorer Club members. One is Paul Fagan, who has lived here before for 3 years. He moved here because he visited it briefly and absolutely fell in love with the place, so decided to move here. And yeah, lived here for 3 years.
Yep, that was Paul. And then the other one is Margaret Ransenhofer.
Yes.
And Margaret is one of our Explorer Club members. And what's interesting about Margaret is she got in touch with me and she said, listen, my ancestry is in Drachten. My family was the Van der Laan family, who were famous in Drachten for being rope makers. You remember I told you the story? Yeah. So she asked, would you be able to go to Drachten and I can reconnect with my heritage and maybe we can find the place where her family had this rope makers, eh?
Yep.
And we think we found it. We think it's on the Noordkade, and the Noordkade is just over there.
Behind the Graan Circle.
So we're on a sort of heritage mission today. I'm hoping that Marguerite will be joining us, but until we see that she is with us, then you are joining us, which is great to see. Drop a little comment and say hi.
We've got Peggy with us today.
Hello, Peggy.
Pauline's with us. She says she was here with Jolijn when she broke her arm and she had to take her to hospital.
Nice, nice. It's the capital of the municipality of Smallingerland, and like I said, it's one of the larger Frisian places.
I thought that was the lady we met the other day. I'm sure it was.
It's one of the larger Frisian cities that didn't ever get city rights. So, like I said at the beginning, other cities sort of make fun a little bit of Drachten. They claim they're a city. And the rest of the older cities, places like Leeuwarden and Franeker, claim that they're not. So we're going to actually find out and have a little look at Drachten and hopefully find the building where Margaret Ransenhofer's family had their rope makers. And do you remember yesterday when we were in Staveren? We met that guy, didn't we, by the canal?
Yes, we did.
Out of nowhere.
Yep, they were sat next to the boats by the canal, sunning themselves.
Maybe he'll be watching, but he knew of the Van der Laan family in Drachten, didn't he? Yeah. So if you're tuned in and you're with us, then welcome to the Hidden Holland road trip. It's Sunday afternoon. We were on a mission yesterday as well. There's 3 live videos that you can go back and watch. And today we're in Drachten on behalf of Mr. Paul Fagan and Miss Margaret Ransenhofer. Can we get this way?
We can go that way. I think that looks like a bit of a grim way.
Okay. So we're headed to the Noordkade in Drachten.
So we just started on the museum plane.
Yeah, that's it. We'll do a few shout-outs on our way to the Noordkade. Hi, Brooke. Brooke Lutz is with us. Hey. Margot Middlekamp is joining us all the way from Ontario in Canada.
Excellent.
Hello, Margot. Colleen Walker is also with us from Australia.
Hey.
We're on a mission today in the city of Drachten.
Yes.
To find the roots of Margaret Ransenhofer and to show Paul Fagan, who's from Waterford in Ireland, the place he used to live.
And where he wants to come back to.
That is true. He's looking to move back, isn't he? That's it.
Later this year? Did you say September, maybe?
That's it. So, hopefully, wherever you are in the world, this is a little bit of peace and tranquility for you for the next
look, we've got the sign here.
30 or 40 minutes. We're going to be walking through the quiet city of Drachten in the west of Friesland. not too far from the border with the province of Drenthe, and you can relax and walk with us. Apparently,
on a sunny, warm afternoon.
Apparently, there's like a dome in the middle of the centre.
Paul mentioned that there's a dome with a carillon.
What's that about?
The carillon is the bells, but it's not just a monotone bell. It's like they play tunes.
Ah.
So he said,
should we go find that?
Try and spot that.
So first of all, we've got to find where Marguerite's family had their rope makers.
Yes.
Second of all, we've got to find this dome. And then third of all, there's this area where they have, it's called the papegaaienbuurt, where they have these different coloured houses. Do you reckon we'll be able to find...
Papegaai, is that the Dutch name for...
For parrot,
Parrot. Yeah, so it's the colours.
Yeah.
Parrot.
That's it. So I just want to do a shout out. We've got someone commenting saying we are deep in forest fire from British Columbia.
Oh.
So shout out to those affected by that.
Sending our love.
And also to everybody in the Netherlands who's battling with the flooding at the moment. You can see up here in Friesland there isn't any big problems at the moment, but I know in the Netherlands there's a lot of issues going on, and hopefully we'll come away without being too much affected, and we're really thinking about those people who are. We're in Drachten, by the way, if you've just joined us. This is the Hidden Holland road trip, your window into the Netherlands. You know, basically I believe that you should be able to travel and see places like this here in the Netherlands without having to leave your armchair, without having to pay extortionate amounts of money to fly here. I believe everybody should have the right to travel, and so what we do is we bring you to places that...
Bring you along. We invite you along.
That's it. Oh, we've got a snack bar on the left.
Oh, nice. I'm loving all these bunches of flowers hanging as well. It's really colourful.
Nice. And if you've just tuned in, then do leave a comment with your name and say hi. We can see Louise Applegate has just joined us.
Hey,
Louise.
And Gabina Doyle's
Hello,
hopped
Gabina.
on.
Jordan Bell's also with us, and we will shout you out too if you want us to say hi to you. We're walking around Drachten for like the next 40 minutes or so.
Yes.
On a bit of a mission. Tell us what you'll be having from the snack bar. I'm not gonna touch it at the moment. My waistline doesn't appreciate it right now. But I know a lot of people do love the snack bar.
Jack Brackman says it's quiet there compared to other places you've been. Well, we're in this area is the shopping area, and all the shops are closed because it's Sunday late afternoon.
That's it.
So that's why this area is quiet, because you wouldn't come to the shopping area when all the shops are shut, unless you're us. But we do quite like visiting places when they're a bit more hidden and.
I've got a feeling we might have found the dome.
It certainly does look like.
Look at that.
The dome that Paul Fagan was telling us about with the carillon.
Yeah, with the carillon bells
all
in the
those
top.
bells.
In the middle of Drachten here in the city. How cool is that? Sally's just joined us. Wendy Ward's here, all the way from Holyrood in Ontario.
Excellent.
If you know the city of Drachten, or you're familiar with the place, or you might even live here, you might be even from Drachten, then we'd love to hear from you. It's always nice to hear people's stories of the places that we choose to visit. Okay, we're turning left?
No, we will go this way, but we can have
look
a little
at
look
this.
here first.
Hello, Alexandra. And Pauline is with us as well. All the Dutch are watching Max Verstappen, apparently, the Formula... Is it Formula 1 racing? While we, my friend, you and I, are exploring intelligently the Netherlands on a virtual tour together.
So I think this is the Moleneind water, because this is Noordzijde and there's outside. Moleneind Noordzijde and Moleneind Zuidzijde.
It's very cosy, very gezellig, like very quiet.
Yeah, it is a fairly quiet place.
But
I don't know, maybe we'll find some busier spots, because like I say, this is the shopping area. The cafe over there is quite fun.
Let's take a look under this dome then. So I think what we've got around the edge is like some sort of phrase around the edge of it. We'll walk into the middle of it so you can get an experience of it and have a little walk round. You may well already know what it says. And if you do, then you can put it in the comments. I think it's in Frisian. Frisian, of course, being a language, not a dialect. You see the bells up there?
I think this is the place you come to try out your scooters.
Yeah, nice, eh? So where's the... look, we've got a little sign over there. We're looking for the Nordkade.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Well, the water continues in that direction. That's where we're going down.
Right, let's do it then. Let's do it.
But look, so there's the comedian house that way. Museum is where we're just next to where we were parked, in the bibliothèque.
Oh yeah. Can you guys see that all right? Monica's asking what is the little statue behind you. Was there a statue there?
Yeah, there's a guy. Oh look, there's a guy on the wall.
Should we go have a look at him?
Should we have a look?
Let's check him out.
Ask him what he's up to.
Sweet. And for those of you who just jumped onto the virtual tour, we're in Drachten today, the city in Friesland. It's a pretty old city. It dates back many hundreds of years, but it actually apparently grew in the 50s, you know, exponentially when Philips arrived in town. The Dutch company brought lots of employment to the town, and there was a lot of building going on. I mean, when you come in, there's loads of apartments and apartment blocks and flats and things like that. So it does seem quite industrial when you come in, but we're on the lookout for those little things that make Drachten special. And there's a chap here playing an accordion. There's got to be someone watching this show who knows who this guy is.
P-E-I-J-E. How do you say that? P-E-I-J-E. Paella.
What it says. Speelman van de Friese Wouden.
1879 to 1941.
Is he a Frisian folk musician? Looks like he might have been. Look at that. That's fantastic, isn't it?
I love his clogs.
We got the right statue there. I just got to say goodbye to Henny Knusterleis, who's leaving us now. She's off to church. Henny, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you watch the replay.
Yes.
This is the canal in Drachten. So, let's do it. Nordkade is our next stop.
This way.
Let's do it.
On the Nordkade.
So we can tick the dome off the list with the carillon bells. Does it actually? I guess it must play as well,
yeah,
right?
Just play on the hour, so it'll be playing in 10 minutes. I'm sure we'll still hear it.
Pretty amazing.
Bet it's a bit intense, maybe, if you're under here and it's playing.
Maybe one of you guys who's with us at the moment can jump on Google and find out what the phrase is around the edge of the dome in Drachten, and we can let people know. Really, really nice little city. Quite modern. I know it's quite an old city, but it does feel like sort of quite a lot of post-war architecture and a lot of They're not post-war scooters, though. I'll tell you that much for nothing. See you, boys. There's a lot of post-war architecture, and we're sort of trying to find the older stuff, the older history of Drachten, especially for our Explorer Club member Margaret Ransenhofer, whose family van der Laan had a rope makers here in the city. Apparently a very famous rope makers.
Nice spot. Jackie Thornton says it reminds me of Zevenberger.
I bet there's a lot of Zevenbergenars who are really happy right now that you said that, Jackie. I like it. It's got like a sort of post-war Dutch cosy, safe feel about it. Like, a lot of people wouldn't like these types of places. There's a lot of concrete, a lot of post-war architecture, but I don't know, I quite like it. It's cozy, it's I don't know, it's gezellig.
Jack Brackman says it's interesting that you and Adele have been to so many places in a country that is half the size of Alberta and has the population of all Canada in it.
That's fascinating. Did Jack say that?
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Wow. So,
we just keep visiting new places.
Are we on the way to the Nordkade here? Oh, this is the Nordkade.
Yeah, this is the Nordkade.
Yes, right. So what we're looking for, apparently, is a restaurant.
So this was water in the centre. That's why there's the Nordkade, and so this is the Zuidkade.
Yeah.
The South Quay, and that's the Nordkade, and you can imagine the water that we just saw further down there used to continue.
Let's go into the middle. I guess they filled this in, like they did in Zevenberger.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see where it was.
Hi, Lauren.
Hey, Lauren, good to see you.
Hi, Johannes. Louise is asking what the temperature is. It's about 26 degrees here in Friesland right now. Yeah. And I think, if I'm not mistaken...
This is a nice cool spot.
It is, but the building we're looking for is called the Athena Restaurant, and I think this is it up ahead, and I'm pretty sure that this is the spot where the rope makers was. Van der Laan rope makers, which is part of Margaret's heritage. I'm pretty sure this is the building. She did send some pictures over to me. If you're from Drachten or you know it, then drop us a little comment and let me know if I'm on the right track. I'm sure there's a lot of historians, a lot of people from this area who'll end up watching this.
Yeah. Shane says the Dutch are masters at mixing the old and new.
Thank you, Shane.
Patricia van Vel is loving the trees.
Check this out. Check this out.
There we go, that's the Athena.
Yeah, this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. The Van der Laan Touwslag.
Well, this will have been a really important road when there was a gracht, the canal going through the centre of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can see that this is a huge walkway or maybe a road down the side of it.
And apparently this was like the main rope makers of this area, and they transported rope all over the world, and they had like basically the way that they twist rope is fascinating. They have like a really long platform, if you like, where they used to have to twist the rope. I don't know if that would have been behind or not, but I'm pretty sure that number 17 is this it?
That's 17.
Is that 17?
Yeah, it says it.
Although this is the Zoudkade. No,
or is the whole thing the Noordkade?
I think this is it. I think it looks quite different. I think originally it only had one level. But we'll see what Marguerite says anyway.
Just checking the map.
I see that Sherry and John have just joined us. Hello guys, welcome to Friesland, welcome to Drachten. We're in the middle of the former sort of old part of the city. Lovely blue skies. It's cooled down a little bit now, so you can walk around without sweating too much, which is most enjoyable. And we've been out and about this morning. Oh, look at this church. We've been out and about this morning.
Oh, nice.
Some little villages here around Friesland, exploring them. And we will be posting some content around that later. So if you've just tuned in, then say hi in the comments, or hoi, or hui, which is what they say in Friesland. And tell us where you're tuning in from and watching us and joining us today.
We've got Jordan Bell with us.
Hello, Jordan. Nice to see you.
We've got Renata Siao with us, who says, "Hoi there in beautiful Drachten. I was born in Heerfleet. You were there last Sunday. I live in Heenfleet. You were there on Monday, but I'm often in Drachten because my friends live there."
Well, there we go.
Renata,
blow me down.
We are following you around this month, it seems.
Who would have thought it, Renata? Good to see you on the show. Good to have you with us.
We're bound to bump into each other at some point if we keep this up.
Right, so we're assuming basically that this is the spot where Marguerite's... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think this whole thing
where Marguerite's...
the Noordkade.
Right, okay, so it's not the Noordkade and the Zuidkade. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Further down, no, that's it. Further down there, where the water was, they still had the Noordkade and the Zuidkade.
Right, got you.
Because there's two roads, whereas here, where there's no water, they've just got rid of the Zuidkade. It's all Noordkade. It's taken over.
I think maybe we could go and have a look at the church, shall we? Because it looks like it's nearly 4 o'clock. And there's a good chance we might be able to hear the bong.
Ooh, we might hear some bells from there and the carillon. That could be quite nice. We've got Eric shopping with us. Says the city where I lived for about 9 years. My mum still lives there now, and I'm living in Curitiba in Brazil.
Wow!
Good to see you, Eric.
Welcome to the community. Let's go find out what this church is all about here in Drachten. And then the last stop, I think, is we're going to try and find this so-called papegaaienbuurt, which is an area where all the houses are painted lots of different colours. Papegaai means parrot in Dutch. And I don't think it's too far away. If you do want to help us out, then you can get onto Google and you can find the directions. Then you can actually direct us live, if you like, which might be a lot of fun, or it might be a complete nightmare for you. But whatever you choose to do.
Depends how fast we get the comments.
Keep watching.
Oh, this is a nice little...
Yeah, this is super, huh? Hello, Laurie. Hello, Roxana. And hello, Claire McConaughey. My ancestors came from Friesland. Please show the church. Well, here we are. This one's for you, Claire. Look at this beauty. Live from Drachten. The thing is, when you come...
This is Let's guess. So it's a church. So it's either got to be big, new, white, or old.
I don't know, but it's got a couple of interesting markings on it. I mean, we could put the binoculars on.
Shall I tell you what it is?
Let's have a little closer look.
It's the Grote kerk, the big church. I wonder how big the small one was. The Grote kerk Drachten. You get a lot of the ch sound when you're saying that.
Very pretty church. Should we have a look at what's on the front? If you've never joined us before on one of our virtual tours, what we do is we explore and discover what we call Hidden Holland beyond Amsterdam, right? And we want to show basically the world that the Netherlands is much more than Amsterdam and the tourist traps that you sort of know of when you speak to people from outside the country. And places like Drachten seldom get mentioned in the tourist guides. Especially a lot of the English-speaking tourist guides, you don't get to hear about these places. So what we do is we come to these places on demand. Our Explorers Club members sponsor our tours, and we come and have a look at these places that are meaningful for them in the Netherlands. So if you're not familiar with us, then my name's Bob Buckley, and
hey, I'm Del.
Joined by my partner in crime, Adele Jackson. And this weekend, we're doing a whole road trip special from Friesland.
Yes.
We stayed in the village of Oosterlittens last night, eh?
We did, yeah. Had a lovely evening there.
Super nice.
And then we've driven over to Drachten this morning.
How long did it take to get over here?
Well, we stopped at a couple of places on the way just to get some extra snippets for the Explorer Club members.
Truth.
And things we will be sharing over the next months. So, yeah, it took us a lot longer than a direct drive. I'm just checking where the papegaaienbuurt.
Oh, right, cool. Well, apparently it's near the Torenstraat here in Drachten.
I think this might be the Torenstraat. Let me...
So apparently we did drive past it. All these houses are painted in different colours, red and green and blue, and might be something quite nice to see. Renate Schouw says, papegaaienbuurt is by the Torenstraat, is near the Zuidkade met huizen geschilderd naar de kunstwerken van Theo van Doesburg. So I think what she means to say is this is the Zuidkade this here, David.
Oh, it is the Zuidkade.
Yeah, it is. So if we go back...
The other side.
Oh. Got the bells for 4 o'clock. If you go straight ahead, you'll see some famous coloured houses. Apparently, says Lord.
Mag mij niet filmen. AVG. Maar ik zeg fuck de AVG.
Sorry?
Je mag mij wel filmen.
I don't speak Dutch, man.
You don't speak Dutch?
Nah.
But little Dutch is hard.
You like it?
Yes. Where are you from?
Nice to meet you, man. My name's Bob.
Bob.
What's your name?
Freek.
Frick.
Yeah,
How
Freek.
do you spell that?
Let me show you. My name?
Can I film you, Frick?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Are you from Drachten?
From Drachten, yes.
Can I give you a present?
Yeah.
There you go, man.
Okay. I can only put... Everything has been given to me.
That's great, man.
This.
And now I gave you a heart. And now I gave you a heart.
So what do you want me to say?
Well, where would you say in Drachten if we're looking for the papegaaienbuurt?
Oh,
so where should we go?
You should follow me, because it's a bit this way.
Tell me the directions.
Do you want to get a tattoo or something?
No.
Okay.
Just want to know where it is.
Because it's a. Well, if you follow me,
yeah.
Then I'll show you.
Well, we're actually doing some filming at the moment, so I won't be able to follow you. But if you could,
I can film.
Are we going in the right direction?
No, it's.
Is it this way?
It's this way.
Right, we're going to walk down that way.
Okay, and I will follow you.
Okay, man, you follow us.
Because I wanted to go to the carillon and because it's very hard. Let me show you. I have
the carillon.
Yes.
Yeah, we went there.
Okay.
Yeah, we went there.
You filmed it.
But we got to keep distance, eh?
Oh, sorry.
Good man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look. Hey, he was right. The dude was right.
So is it further up here?
Good man.
Ah, nice.
Because
Thank you, brother.
I can be the tour guide because I know everything in Drachten.
Don't lose the heart.
Yeah,
Where is it?
it's here.
Don't lose it, man.
No. And can I say something from someone from Leeds?
Go for it.
He lives in Manosque now in southern France.
Really?
Yeah, and he has a wife and children. But he is vegan, and his problem is that he goes to a restaurant like Subway to get his fix. And he's also on the drugs and on the alcohol. But yeah, someone needs to tell him to stop doing that.
You're right.
Maybe you can do it for me.
I don't know if I'm the right guy for
Then
that, you know.
I'll call him via WhatsApp. And that's something he doesn't do. Doesn't drive too fast. He has a Tesla, you know.
Oh yeah, that's
Tesla
great.
Roadster, and
Listen, we have to
Yeah.
carry on without you,
Okay.
right? So it's nice to
fine.
meet you. You take care. Don't
Yeah.
lose that heart I gave you, yeah?
yeah,
Take care, brother.
okay.
Pass up. Oh, what a nice guy.
Yeah.
He was a special guy.
Yeah.
So are we at the papegaaienbuurt already?
So we're on the Torenstraat now. Oh, we've got a cute little dog behind us.
Check this bike out. Your back feet, so what? Hey, we're there, look. Check out the houses.
So we're at the Oosterstraat.
This is the papegaaienbuurt, Ellie.
Ah!
Check it. Can you guys see that? This is the Parrot Neighborhood. And the reason why it's called that should be fairly clear when you look at the colours on the window frames and whatnot. Can you see it here in Drachten?
Didn't spot this before.
Look at that. Proper colourful, eh?
Laura Hunk says, yes, those are the ones I meant.
Hey, nice to see you, Laura.
Robert Douglas has just joined us.
Hello, Robert, my friend. Another Explorer Club member. And don't forget, all these tours are sponsored by the Explorers Club. If you want to send us somewhere like Drachten, then you can join up too by just typing the word club and we'll send you the details for that. And we really appreciate everybody who's joined up because without you guys, we wouldn't be here exploring.
Yeah, man.
So, is this the...
Colleen said that guy whistling his dog made her dog go crazy.
Oh, bless her.
What's the whistling?
Bless her. So where are we going to head to sort of finish up the tour? What do you think?
This centre bit. So we're going back into the pedestrianised centre of
Right.
Drachten now,
Yeah.
in this direction.
There's some nice cafes out and about though, isn't there, here in the city? Although a lot of people... I think it's the city. Let's do a poll. So Drachten doesn't have city rights. It didn't get city rights in the Middle Ages, and for that it gets a little bit of stick from the other towns in Friesland. So question, do you think Drachten is a city or do you think it's a village? Because remember, in the Netherlands, we don't actually have any cities or towns or villages officially. Villages, yes, but we only have municipalities. So officially, there are no towns or cities here in the country. We just have gemeenten, which blew my mind when I learned about it. Anyway.
Betty de Jong is with us, and she was loving the colours of the papegaaienstraat.
Yeah, that was nice, eh?
Margaret van der Meulen says, wish I could be there. I have biked, walked and driven in Drachten, miss my family and friends there.
Oh, bless you, Margaret.
Nice.
How long have we got left on the tour now? About another 5 or so minutes?
Yeah.
Something like that. We're walking back into the centre of the city right now. It's heating up again. It must be about 28 degrees now.
Come back out.
And you're watching the Dutch World Life if you've just tuned in. And we're exploring Drachten today in Friesland.
Hey. On behalf of our explorers Paul Fagan, who's lived here before and absolutely loves the city.
I hope Paul's with it. If you're joining us,
He
Paul,
hopped
then
on, but
drop
he
us a
said he's had
comment.
to hop. He's hopping off and on because he's got to do a bit of work.
Good guy from Waterford in Ireland. If you fancy sending us somewhere in the Netherlands specific to you that's meaningful for you, they like to see live on the show like we're here today in Drachten, then basically Paul is part of our Explorers Club, and that's sort of one of the benefits, and we try to visit as many places as we can. We've done loads of heritage adventures this year, and you can be part of that too. Drop a little comment and we'll send you some details.
Johannes van der Veld says, dit is een dorp. So he's saying this is definitely not a city, it is a village.
Mind you, there's a lot, it's pretty big, to be honest with you.
Do you need directions again?
No, man,
we're good,
we're all
thank you.
good.
But I wanted to share my telephone.
Just a minute, man. We're working at the moment, dude.
We're just making a film, so we
Thank you,
need
brother.
to do that, thanks.
Thank you, brother.
Danielle Vering says, I can't help myself. Drachten reminds me very much of some towns in the north of Germany.
Honestly, I'll tell you something, I feel the same. Meppen, Haren, Lingen, it does have that. I totally agree with you, and the light up here in Friesland and Drenthe is really interesting and really special. It's got something about it, and I was speaking to our host this morning. I was telling her that Vincent van Gogh actually moved up here to live in the town Emmen in Drenthe because the light was so special. And so when you're driving through Friesland, honestly, it's one of the most beautiful places to come. It's like you're driving in a painting. So we're very happy to be here for our member Paul Fagan and Margaret Ransenhofer today.
Yeah.
We're almost at the end of the tour.
Patricia van der Veld saying, I'm hungry, can't we get something to eat? She must have spotted the snack bar. Actually, we've gone past quite a few cafes.
We have gone past quite a few cafes. Yeah,
But we're sort of
true.
in between meal times at the moment, so it's a bit late for lunch and a bit early for dinner, so people will be coming out in a couple of hours.
Siska Muller's just joined us all the way from Beef Scene,
Hey,
Canada. Hello, Siska.
good to see you, Siska.
And Diamond also. Diamond Corville. Beautiful. It's smoky here in Montana.
Ah, yeah.
Best wishes to you guys. And Judith de Vries is just saying, I want to know how to make the flower balls. Have you seen them?
Yeah, Deborah Bryson is loving them.
Great balls of flowers. Look at that.
Drachten, great balls of flowers. Hey, that's got to be the theme tune.
Look at that, beautiful. So these are hanging all through the city here in Drachten over the shopping centre. And honestly, I think they're real flowers.
Marianne Offermans is loving them.
Let me show you.
Oh, she says, are the restaurants still open? I thought they might be closed again now that NL is back in the red zone. I don't think the restrictions have reappeared.
No, I mean,
be honest.
no, there are some restrictions that have reappeared. Like, we don't have to...
Not the same as before.
Not the same as before, but there are some restrictions. To be honest with you, I think there's a good chance that they'll introduce even more restrictions as we go forward. But, you know, we just do what's necessary, and that's tends to be the way that we play it, is we do what's necessary to keep ourselves safe and keep everybody else as safe as possible. So that's how it goes. So we're almost at the end of the tour here now. Look, this is sort of the last place that I wanted to have a look at, right? Check this out. See that building over there? With the back feet and the... See it? Oh, poor guy. Look at this here. See that? Beautiful. Nice one to finish off the tour in Drachten on the old canal here. I don't know if this actually still connects up to the
Have you already
lakes.
said hi to Alida Colline?
I don't think I have said hello to Alida.
She has
Sorry.
arrived. She's
Oh,
enjoying
my
it.
word.
She says this is so pretty.
Super nice.
Brooklet says love the use of flowers throughout the country.
And apparently this is also one of the historical buildings, one of the few historical buildings in Drachten. It's called the Bleker House. Bleken, I think, is to bleach. So I guess it has something to do with bleaching cloth. Although I might be wrong. It looks like there's a snake there, so it might have been some sort of apothecary. I'm not sure. Drop a little comment if you know what this is here at the Bleker House. I think it was something to do with bleaching. There is something over the door here which we can have a little look at before we finish. Check this out. Look at that. See that, Dilly? The cherub.
Oh, nice, man. Lovely carving. Nice gable on this one as well.
It's nice. And this then stretches west.
A spout or a bell.
I reckon that's a spout.
Get my spout and bells mixed up.
Nice, eh?
Nice spot, man.
So I think for the last minute, maybe
Yeah.
you can do a few shout-outs to people.
Yeah.
And thank the Explorer Club members for sponsoring the tour today in Drachten. We've got one more
Yeah,
for
man.
today, right? One more
Yes.
tour.
We're off to Steenbergen, which isn't technically in Friesland anymore. It's just over the border in Drenthe.
That's it.
We're going there for our explorer Michael Steenbergen,
Who's from the USA.
who's looked into his heritage and the heritage of his name, and has pinpointed it to. Is it a city, Steenbergen?
No, it's like a hamlet. It's
Oh,
a
is it a
tiny little
hamlet?
spot. But what there is there is...
Mind you, Johanna says that this is a Dorup, so
well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, I think
we're going to do a real Dorup shortly.
we're starting at 7 p.m, right? Dutch
Yes.
time.
Dutch time, yep.
And the interesting thing about the last show of the day in Steenbergen is that there is a megalithic dolmen, a burial chamber that is very old. It's part of the Hunnebedden in Drenthe.
Yeah.
And we're going to go check that out. So we're going to go even further back in time
Whoa.
in a couple of hours. So make sure you're following the channel. Make sure you tap the blue button and get notifications. Otherwise, Facebook will not
We could
tell you that
finish
we've
under
gone
the.
live.
I think we're free to return in this direction.
Oh yeah, are we good? Great. Yeah, nice little town. Nice little town. Just seems like a great place to come shopping, great place to come for some food. Really cosy little place.
And I do love this dome in the centre. Paul Fagan was telling us about this. It is a lovely little spot.
We haven't heard it yet though, have we?
No.
The dome of Drachten, the Drachten Dome. Still looks great though.
It is beautiful. I love the colour, the red and the white.
Anyway, just want to thank everybody for joining us on this walk through Drachten. This has been a virtual adventure sponsored by Mr. Paul Fagan and Ms. Margaret Ransenhofer here in Friesland in Drachten. We're up here all weekend for our Explorer Club members, and if you want to be part of the club, type the word club now or Explorers, and you
and we will get in
send
touch
you the
with
details.
Send you the details, send you
Indeed.
the link.
Indeed. Thanks for being in Drachten. Nice little walk.
Yeah, nice.
Nice warm wind as well, isn't it?
Sunny afternoon stroll in Drachten.
Super. Okay, so live in Steenbergen in approximately
2 hours, is it?
2 hours time.
Just over 2 hours.
Super. So until next time, from Drachten.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
2.5.
Should we start that again? Until we see you in Drenthe, we'll be crossing the border into the province of Drenthe.
See you in a new province.
In 2.5 hours. Until then, look after yourselves, look after each other, and
keep it Dutch.